everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara, and today we're going to be going over the area that you guys want to be recognized or seen in, but also my fear of rejection based on the house that you guys have Leo in your natal charts. So everyone is going to have Leo occupying a house. Now, if you don't see Leo occupying a house and you are looking at the Placidus tropical system, you might have something what we would call an interception. If you have an interception taking place and you don't see Leo in terms of the houses, what you guys want to do is look at the preceding sign. The preceding Leo is going to be Cancer. You guys can see what house is Cancer in, and now Leo is going to be intercepted in that same house as well. Okay, so double check where Cancer is in your natal chart, what house is Cancer in, and then you look at the preceding energy, so Cancer in whatever house it's in. That means Leo is going to be intercepted in that same house. Also, it's going to be Aquarius, the oppositional energy, but we're not going to get into that right now at this point in time in this video. So that's only if you guys don't see Leo having its own house. This is called an interception. So in that case, you guys are going to have to go through the steps that I just previously mentioned. And I'll add the video in the description box below if you guys are interested overall in learning about interceptions and what all of that means. Because perhaps having Leo intercepted in that particular house, because it's swallowed up in your natal chart, and my disclaimer always is I'm not a psychologist, but everything does stem from the home and the original two caregivers. So having Leo swallowed up in your chart and in that particular house that you guys have it in, now there's even more of a focus on this energy, because when you guys were younger, you probably weren't able to express this. Maybe the parents were different. Maybe they just didn't know how to nurture that energy within you. Maybe they were doing their own thing. Maybe they disowned that aspect of themselves within themselves. I mean, it can manifest many different ways, but that's the idea here. So there's actually even more of a focus on this energy now. Now, in terms of Leo energy, there's so many things that we can look at for Leo through the houses, but for today's video, we're just looking at the area that you guys would like to be seen and recognized in, and at the same time, you guys might fear rejection in the same area as well, because that's kind of how that Leo energy works. Leo really wants to be seen, but at the same time, they have that deep fear of being rejected. So it's something that the energy basically has to break free from. So in this particular case, we're going to go through all the houses to see where this might be taking place for you guys in your own natal charts. So let's go ahead and jump into it, starting with Leo in the first house. So for those of you who have Leo occupying your first house, or you guys are a Leo rising, basically the area where you guys want to be seen is literally your whole personality. The Leo in the first house energy or Leo rising, a lot of the time we are going to see in entertainers, people who are on some sort of stage overall. It could be a musician, it could be a motivational speaker, maybe it's an entrepreneur. Depends on the rest of the energies in your natal chart, but overall Leo in that first house really wants to be recognized for the self, for the personality. Now, just like I mentioned in the introduction of this video, you guys might fear rejection. You guys might fear being seen for your personality is really what that is. But this is something that you guys are meant to break free from, because the desire line is really there. So that's the whole thing here with Leo in the first house. Is literally your whole personality really wants to shine through. That's that Leo rising energy. Now also the first house can be our physical appearance, absolutely. And it can also be the personality like I mentioned. And the first house, that rising sign, can also be the direction that you guys are heading in this lifetime. So perhaps this desire line to be seen overall creatively in that creative sense as your whole being, as your whole personality, is something that you guys are working on throughout your life to break free from that fear of rejection of fully being seen. So these are a few things that can take place if you guys have Leo occupying your first house, or if you guys are a Leo rising. If you guys have Leo occupying your second house, overall, basically the second house deals with our personal belief systems, our values, our money, our self-worth. It deals with our finances overall, wealth, sometimes those luxurious experiences. So the area when you guys have Leo occupying the second house, where you guys would like to be seen and recognized, is going to be in the area of your finances. It's going to be in the area of perhaps your luxurious experiences, the experiences your finances are able to fund you guys. That's that Leo in the second house energy. Now, also at the same time, Leo in the second house could deal with your self-worth overall. So perhaps you guys want to be seen and recognized for your self-worth. Now, keep in mind, the area that you guys want to be seen in, you guys could also struggle with that fear of rejection. So having Leo in the second house can be a little bit of a struggle, because overall, when it comes to your self-worth, there could be a huge fear of rejection here, because the thing is, as much as Leo wants to be seen, they also fear that rejection. And also, it's kind of like a chicken and the egg situation with the Leo energy, because it's like you have to put yourself out there to actually be seen, but it's like you guys could fear this at the same time. And it's like sometimes Leo looks for that crowd, for the validation of the crowd, to confirm that they are creative and funny and silly and goofy and amazing overall. That's that Leo energy. But usually when people start out, most people, unless you happen to have connections, usually when most people start out, they start out at 0. So you guys have to get comfortable with starting out at 0 is really what it is, and push through that initial feeling of like that extreme either fear or feeling of rejection. Let's say you guys started out putting yourselves out there and maybe there was no crowds, and again, most people start off at 0. This is important to understand when you have Leo in the second house. So it could be a struggle with self-worth with this energy overall, and that could hold you guys back from a lot of things that you guys are trying to do down here, perhaps on this earth plane, because it really does deal with the self-worth, the confidence in the self, the trust in the self. And in this case, because it is Leo in the second house, it's basically the confidence to be seen in this creative way or funny way or theatrical way, or just overall be on some sort of stage. So overall, you guys could struggle with being seen because of this solar plexus situation. To me, the self-worth, the way that I see it at least, is in the solar plexus chakra. So this could be something that you guys might have to work on to be seen. But at the same time, if we look at the second house overall, absolutely, you guys would like to be seen or recognized either for your finances or perhaps your self-worth. Like I could see this manifesting into like a self-love coach, or in general, you guys would like to be recognized for your confidence or belief in the self when you guys have Leo occupying the second house. So these are a few things that you guys might be looking to be recognized for or seen for, but at the same time struggle with that rejection if you guys have Leo occupying your second house. If you guys have Leo occupying your third house, well, basically the third house deals with our communication, our intellect. It can be friends as well. It could be sometimes cars. It could be also technology. It could also be, let's say, social media as well. Sometimes siblings and friends, and sometimes cousins too. So having Leo in that third house, basically you guys want to be seen and recognized for either your ideas or the way that you guys communicate or the way that you guys express yourselves. When you have Leo occupying that third house, you guys are maybe very funny in terms of the way that you guys speak, or maybe you guys are very theatrical, or maybe you guys are very animated with that Leo in the third house. So this is what you guys are looking to be recognized for. Now keep in mind, Leo struggles with that rejection wound or the fear of rejection, or sometimes expecting the crowd to be there right away when they just start off, and then let's say there is nobody there, they kind of go more into their shell. You're meant to break free from this energy. So for you guys who have Leo occupying the third house, basically this is the energy of really being seen in this way, again, for your communication, for maybe being funny, for maybe being a comedian, for maybe being on that stage in this way, for maybe your ideas with the Leo in the third house. Now let's say it is something to do with cars as well, because the third house can deal with vehicles. Maybe you guys, let's say, work with cars and you guys would like to be recognized for this, or maybe you guys would like to be recognized for your friends, your friend group, your network, the people that you are working with. Or if we look at it in terms of siblings and cousins, I can see this manifesting into maybe you guys work with your siblings or your cousins and you guys would like to be recognized as a unit for working with these individuals or something of this sort. That's kind of like the idea here. But basically, this is the area that you guys are looking to be recognized in or seen in, and at the same time, you guys might fear rejection in terms of Leo occupying that third house. If you guys have Leo occupying your fourth house, the fourth house is the emotional world. This could also apply to people who have a Leo moon as well. In this particular case, you guys might have the deep desire line to be seen on that emotional level. But at the same time, once again, what I've noticed with Leo energy is they could have the desire line, but it could sometimes be hard for them to start because of the fear of rejection until they kind of build up the confidence in the self and the crowd, because they are looking for the external validation always from the crowd, from the people they are either entertaining or working with or performing for. So this is basically that performer energy, the Leo in the fourth house. Or if you guys have a Leo moon as well, the fourth house can also be the IC too. Well, in this particular case, on that emotional level, deep desire line to be seen creatively is really what it is. So it's something that emotionally fulfills you guys. And I find with Leo in the fourth or the IC or Leo moons, they really take it to heart when they are not seen is really what it is creatively in this way. Now the thing is also Leo energy has that heart of gold. Keep this in mind. So in this case, the 4th house energy to me kind of feels like the heart chakra energy because it is your emotional internal world. So Leo in the 4th, Leo IC, or Leo moon. In this particular case, you guys have that heart of gold. So there's this desire line to be seen or recognized for your heart space, for maybe being a good person, for maybe being a caring person, for maybe even your emotional nature. This could be something that you guys are looking to be recognized for. Obviously depends on the rest of the energies in your natal chart, but these could be a few things. Now also the 4th house can deal with family as well. So maybe you guys take a lot of pride in your family. Maybe this is something that you guys would like to be recognized for as well. Let's say I can see this manifesting into those family bloggers, for example, or people who post their family online and these types of things because they are looking to be recognized for the family unit that they are either a part of or have created themselves. So these are a few things that can take place if you guys have Leo occupying your 4th house. If you guys have Leo occupying your 5th house, well, in this case, Leo is going to be in its home. So basically you literally want to be seen for your creativity, for your creative efforts. Now, also that 5th house can deal with the inner child. So most of the time the inner child is connected to that creativity energy, being funny, being silly, being goofy, having fun, really getting the attention in this way. So you guys could be looking to be seen in this realm as well, the realm of creativity overall. The 5th house can also be children overall. So let's say maybe you guys are looking to be seen or recognized for your children. Maybe you guys are very proud of your children. I can really see this manifesting for those people who are always talking about their kids and their kids are their pride and glory, and maybe they work with their kids, or maybe their kids do something that is very special or stands out with that Leo in the 5th house energy as well. Maybe the children are creative as well with the Leo in the 5th house energy, and then you guys take pride in that, or you guys are looking to be recognized for this as well. So it can manifest many different ways. That's another one of the ways that this energy can manifest. Now also the 5th house deals with love, dating, and relationships. So perhaps you guys want to be recognized for your love life or your dating life. I can see this manifesting into those dating coaches or people who talk about their dating life all the time, or people who really take pride in the person that they are dating with the Leo in the 5th house. So these are a few ways that you guys could be looking to be either recognized or seen if you guys have Leo occupying your 5th house. If you guys have Leo occupying your 6th house, the 6th house deals with health, healing, and being of service. It could also be your daily acquaintances, and it could also be your work, and also it could be your pets as well. So perhaps you guys are looking to be seen or recognized in this way. For example, with the 6th house dealing with pets, I can see this being people who are very proud of their pets. Maybe you post your pets online all the time. Maybe you work with pets. Maybe you work with animals overall, and you guys want to be seen for this. Obviously, it depends on the rest of the energies in your natal chart, but this is one of the ways that this energy could manifest. Perhaps you guys really like working with animals or something of the sort. Once again, it could be your own pets or pet. Let's say you guys have only one pet. I could see this manifesting in this way. Now, also with the Leo in the 6th house, perhaps you guys would like to be seen or recognized for, again, health, healing, and being of service. So maybe it's your own health, maybe it's your own health routine, maybe it's your gym routine, maybe it's the meals you guys make, maybe it's your diet, maybe overall it's you being a healer. Now this can manifest many ways as well, again, depending on the energies in your natal chart. Perhaps you guys are a doctor, so it could maybe be a more traditional healer with Leo in the 6th house, let's say a doctor or a nurse or a medical practitioner in one way, shape, or form, or a veterinarian like I mentioned earlier, or perhaps it could be a little bit more unconventional, once again, depending on the rest of the energies in your natal chart. So for example, let's say you are an energy worker. Maybe let's say you guys are a masseuse, or maybe overall you work in the healing world. Let's say you guys work with herbs, or let's say you guys work with plants, or let's say you guys work with these types of natural elements that are connected to the earth. Again, it depends on the rest of the energies in your natal chart, but you guys are probably going to take a lot of pride in this and want to be seen and recognized for this craft, because that 6th house really is all about perfecting some kind of craft. So it could manifest in this way. Now also with the 6th house dealing with work overall, you guys could very much want to be recognized and seen for your work, for the work that you do, for whatever maybe your career is, or your job, or in general your life's work. Now it can manifest, again, many different ways. It is contingent upon the rest of the energies in your natal chart, but these are a few ways that you guys could be looking to be seen or recognized if you guys have Leo occupying your 6th house. If you guys have Leo occupying your 7th house, The seventh house deals with friendship. It deals with interpersonal relationships. It could deal with your lovers as well, or romantic partners as well. So perhaps you guys would like to be seen or recognized for your friendships, for your partnerships, for your lovers. Is really what it is with the Leo in the seventh house. This energy could very much be the energy that likes to show off their partners. When you guys have Leo in the seventh house, the Leo descendant. So it could be this. Now also sometimes, because it could also be the people that you attract as well, perhaps the people you attract want to show you off too. So it can manifest any of these ways with the Leo in the seventh house, but that is the overall idea here. Now also the seventh house can deal with beauty, fashion, law, legal things, justice, all of these things. So perhaps you guys are looking to be seen in this area as well. Maybe you guys could be looking to be seen or recognized in the area of law. It depends again on the rest of the energies in your natal chart to see if you guys, let's say, are a lawyer or you work for the legal system in one way, shape, or form. But there could be an element here where you guys would like to be seen or recognized perhaps in this realm. Let's say law, legal things, the legal affairs, contracts, looking at contracts. Again, there's so many different types of lawyers in this world, or again, people who work for the legal system. So maybe it is one of these things. Now, also that seventh house can definitely deal with the beauty industry, fashion industry, all of these things. So when you have Leo in the seventh house, perhaps you guys would like to be seen for your style, for your sense of style, for the way you guys present yourselves, for the way you guys dress. It could manifest in this way. Maybe you guys work in this industry and perhaps you guys would like to be recognized for the work that you do. It could manifest in this way as well. It could be the beauty industry as well. Again, it depends on the rest of the energies in your natal chart, but I'm sure you guys get the idea here. So these are a few things that can take place in terms of the area where you guys are looking to be recognized or seen, and if you have Leo occupying your seventh house. If you have Leo occupying your eighth house, the eighth house deals with sex, death, rebirth, joint finances, taxes, and the occult. Very vast energy here. So first of all, let's say when you have Leo in the eighth house, let's say maybe you guys are looking to be recognized for your sexual performance. It could manifest in this way, to be seen in this realm. Perhaps when you have Leo occupying that eighth house, maybe you guys are interested in astrology, or maybe you guys are a psychologist, or maybe you guys are a therapist. Perhaps you guys would like to be seen in this realm as well. Now, what's really interesting when people have Leo occupying the eighth house, what I've noticed is the creative aspect of the self is really hidden. It's really tucked away for Leo in the eighth house. So you guys might have to work a little harder to pull that creativity out to actually be seen, okay, for that Leo energy to be seen, because the desire line is there. Also, because it is the eighth house and having Leo in here, it could be the hidden aspect of the self is really what it is. So you guys could be the type of person that's like, I don't really want attention, I don't care about attention. Other people can have it, but it's there, it's still in your charts. So there's this desire line that's kind of hidden or suppressed or tucked away or disowned, like whatever way, shape, or form you guys want to look at it, it's still there. So you guys kind of have to work on pulling it out. Now, also another thing with the eighth house energy is a lot of shadows of the self. Again, the hidden aspect of the self, the shadow self, could deal with shadow Leo things. So for example, in this case, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, a lot of the time, the area where people want to be seen in tend to struggle in exactly that area. When it comes to Leo energy, they tend to struggle with the fear of rejection. So this could be a huge thing for you guys with Leo in the eighth house, because you guys might not be aware it's hidden. Is really what it is. So you guys might have to work harder again to be seen, to maybe be seen creatively, to be on some sort of stage. Like I can see this manifesting into someone who maybe works on a group project with other people, and you guys are like, no, it's okay, somebody else can take the lead, but it's like within you, you're kind of like, no, I kind of wanted to do that, or it's like there's still this desire line whether you're aware of it or not. So it's like kind of pushing yourselves out of this comfort zone. Obviously you guys have the free will to do what you want, but keep in mind the desire line is still there to be seen. It's just a little bit more hidden. Now back to the rest of the subjects connected to the eighth house. So it could also be finances, let's say other people's finances. So let's say you guys are a financial advisor. Perhaps this is something you guys are looking to be recognized for, or let's say an accountant, or let's say a bookkeeper. Like let's say you guys are looking to be recognized or seen for your work in this realm. It could manifest in this way, absolutely. Let's say you guys are a mortician, or you guys work in this industry in one way, shape, or form. Maybe you guys do makeup for the people who have crossed out or something of the sort. Maybe you guys are looking to be recognized for this work that you guys do. Maybe it deals with occult knowledge. Maybe you guys overall want to be recognized and seen for your occult knowledge, for the metaphysical knowledge, for anything to do with this hidden realm. Perhaps it is this as well. So much to say as usual about the eighth house, but these are a few ways the energy could manifest in terms of what you guys would like to be seen for or recognized for if you guys have Leo occupying the 8th house. If you guys have Leo occupying your 9th house, the area that you guys are looking to be seen in or recognized in is going to be the area of the higher mind, education. It could be maybe travel with the 9th house. It could be spirituality. It could be religion. So anything of the 9th house matters. You guys are looking to be seen or recognized in this area. So how could this manifest? Obviously, it depends on the rest of the energies in your natal charts. But a few ways it could manifest could be, let's say you guys are a tour guide. Let's say you guys are a travel agent. Let's say you guys work in the traveling industry. Maybe you guys are a travel blogger. Maybe you guys travel a lot. Maybe you guys know a lot about travel in general. Maybe you guys know a lot about different countries and how to get around, maybe the transit systems and how to move around and get around. Maybe you know everything to do with the monuments in the country or the historical sites or places to see, things to do when you have Leo in that 9th house. So you guys might want to be recognized for this or seen maybe for having this knowledge. Now, this could also manifest into someone who is, let's say, a professor, because that 9th house is all about learning and teaching. So sometimes it could be unconventional learning. Let's say you guys learn through experience. You go off and you learn something, or just in general through your life experience, and then you guys come back and teach it. Well, with the Leo in the 9th house, you guys are looking to be seen or recognized for delivering this information. It could be this, or it could be maybe a more conventional route. So let's say you guys are a professor, or let's say some sort of teacher. It's usually higher minded teaching. So it could be, let's say, a professor or something of this sort where you guys are working maybe in academia, for example, sometimes maybe even a teaching assistant. Let's say you guys work at a university or college. Perhaps you guys are looking to be recognized or seen for this knowledge that you guys are delivering. Maybe overall you guys are interested in pursuing academia. You guys are looking to be recognized in this area overall for your achievements, for your efforts overall. Sometimes also that 9th house could be gathering a lot of certifications. So like, let's say you guys become a dance teacher, and then you guys become a yoga instructor, and then let's say you guys become a personal trainer. So with all of these certifications that you guys have and have accumulated and all of this knowledge, well, in this particular case with the Leo in the 9th house, you're looking to be seen and recognized for accumulating all of this knowledge and information, and then perhaps teaching it as well. Now, another way this energy can manifest as well with the 9th house could be maybe you guys are looking to be recognized or seen either for your religious or your spiritual beliefs. I can see this manifesting into someone who is at the top of maybe some sort of religious organization. Now, all of the different religions have different names for these individuals, but I'm sure you guys get the idea here. Or maybe you guys create your own belief system, and then this is what you guys are looking to be recognized for. It could manifest in this way as well. And also that 9th house could be looking to maybe be a motivational speaker as well. And sometimes the 9th house is connected to freedom as well. So it could be connected to entrepreneurship as well. So all of these things, any sort of 9th house type of topic, you guys are basically looking to be recognized or seen in. Now, obviously, again, it depends on the rest of the energies in your natal chart to see how it's going to manifest for you. But this is the overall idea here for a few ways this could manifest if you guys have Leo occupying your 9th house. If you guys have Leo occupying your 10th house, or you have a Leo midheaven, well, overall, the public image you guys are looking to put out there toward the world, this is what you guys are looking to be seen for, okay, or recognized in. In this particular case, overall, for your work or your career, you guys are looking to do something either creative or where you guys are on some sort of stage or where you guys are being seen. Leo is on a range, so Leo can manifest into anything creative, really. So it could just be you expressing your creativity. It could be this. It depends really on the rest of the energies in your natal chart to see how this could manifest, but it could be this, or it could be, let's say, acting or theater, or it could be sometimes a musician, again, depending on the rest of the energies in your natal charts. Or it could be entrepreneurship, sometimes with the Leo energy as well. Or it could be teaching energy as well. Or it could even be comedy, for example, with the Leo energy. So anything to do with the creative realm, you guys are looking to, first of all, be seen by the public in this way. So you guys would like to be seen and perceived in a creative way. That's the first thing. Now, sometimes also the example that I give for the 10th house and the midheaven is that this energy is the way that you portray yourself on social media. I have a video about that as well. So make sure you guys check that out. It's going to be under my miscellaneous playlist of how you portray yourself on social media. Regardless whether your social media is private or public, doesn't really matter, because if you're posting online, even if it's private, it's still technically public because you are still posting to some sort of audience is really what it is. If you guys do use social media, that is. Now, with that being said, when you have Leo in the 10th house or a Leo midheaven, basically the way you guys want the public to perceive you, first of all, is a creative person, but also there's a little bit of flexing energy always with the Leo energy, a little bit of showing off as well. So this is how you can usually identify someone who either has Leo Leo in the 10th house or a Leo midheaven, there is a little bit of this showing off energy when they are posting online as well. It could be very, very subtle is really, really what it is, but it's like, it comes with pride with the Leo energy, and not in the shadow sense. It's just like the Leo energy is proud perhaps of their achievements or what they did or where they went or who they met, again, depending on the rest of the energies in your natal charts. But this is the thing with how this energy might post online, okay? One of the ways. Now, obviously, we have the way in terms of creativity in general. So you'll see people in some sort of creative realm, okay? When you have Leo in the 10th house, or if you guys have a Leo midheaven. But there's a huge desire line overall here to be seen by the public in some sort of creative way, and you guys are looking to be recognized in this way as well. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the time with the Leo energy and the area where you guys are looking to be seen or recognized in, you guys might actually struggle to be seen in that area. It could be something that you guys might have to break free from, or you guys could struggle with rejection. I find that Leo tends to have that rejection wound because of the whole fact that they really, really want to be seen, but they also feed off of the crowd at the same time. And it's like the Leo energy can get discouraged. Let's say when they kind of put something out there and maybe there isn't any crowd or anybody to deliver the information to or the creativity to. But it's important to understand, unless you have some sort of connection, most people are going to start at zero. So you kind of have to push through that initial feeling of feeling rejected or kind of really going into your shell, because that's something that tends to happen with the Leo energy. It's like they can get really withdrawn if they don't feel like they're being received in this creative way. And sometimes you just kind of have to do the placebo effect is really what it is. Just picture the crowd is there, however you guys would act if there was a crowd there, and then eventually the people will come. It's really connected to your solar plexus chakra, the confidence in the self, the belief in the self, and kind of expanding your aura outward to be able to hold space for more people. So it takes time, but everybody starts off at zero, and that's something that Leo struggles with because they want to start and have everybody there right away, the crowd, you know? And when the crowd isn't there right away, or maybe they're not being received in the way that they would like to be received, because it's very much the energy of feeding off the crowd, but also looking for the validation from the crowd as well is really, really what it is. So it's that initial starting point that could be a struggle, especially for the Leo in the 10th house, because you guys really want to be seen, especially when it comes to your work, maybe working with the public, you know, in terms of whatever you guys do for work, you want to be seen, especially in this area, seen and recognized for that. But at the same time, you could struggle to maybe begin or at least get over that initial bump is really, really what it is, where it's like you start off at zero. Understanding that everyone starts off at zero, and honestly, this airplane more than anything is about persistence and pushing through to get to the goal that you guys are trying to get to. Those are the people who actually make it down here in terms of their goals and their dreams, their aspirations, is usually the people who don't give up on what it is that they are trying to achieve. It has nothing to do with anything else, at least from what I've observed at this point in time. So this is the area that you guys are looking to either be seen in or recognized in when you guys have Leo occupying that 10th house, or if you have a Leo midheaven. If you guys have Leo occupying your 11th house, the 11th house deals with friends, friendship. Although the way that I see the 11th house, to me at least, it's usually higher minded friendships. I know they say that the 11th house is the sign of friends and friendships, but we also have friendships in the 3rd house and also relationships and friendships in that 7th house as well. So the way that I see the 11th house is it's usually higher minded friendships is really, really what it is. It's usually friendships with some sort of higher cause or higher mission, or trying to gather people together for some sort of higher cause or mission. And it's also all about community as well with that 11th house energy. So when you guys have Leo occupying the 11th house, perhaps you guys are looking to be seen in this area. So the area of friendship, creating some sort of community for some sort of higher minded cause, because the 11th house can definitely deal with philanthropy. It can deal with activism. It can deal with rebelling against the status quo. So all of these things are potential things that you guys are looking to be recognized for, okay? Maybe you guys are a philanthropist. Maybe you guys are an activist. Maybe you guys are a rebel is really, really what it is. And you guys are looking to be recognized in this area with Leo in the 11th house. Now also the 11th house can deal with technology, ideas, innovations. So let's say you guys make up some sort of new tech thing, or let's say you guys make up some sort of new app. For example, with Leo in the 11th house, you guys are looking to get the recognition for this new invention you guys have created. Maybe it's an app, like I mentioned. It could also be science. With the 11th house, it could also be math as well. So again, it depends on the rest of the energies in your natal charts to see how this could play out and how this could manifest. But these are a few ways or a few ideas of the areas where you guys could be looking to be recognized in, or the areas that you guys are looking to be seen in as well with that 11th house energy. When you guys have Leo occupying the 11th house, overall, maybe you guys are looking to really be recognized for your individuality. Maybe you guys really want to be seen for being different, for having your own personality, for doing your own thing, for being your own individual, eccentric, unique person, okay? And everybody is unique at the end of the day, but this energy has a strong desire line to be seen and recognized for this. Now keep in mind, sometimes the energy could also struggle with the fear of rejection in that exact same area, because that's kind of how that Leo energy operates. From what I've noticed is like, as much as they want to be seen, they also have the deep-rooted fear of rejection and actually being seen. So it's like, again, if it deals with your own individuality and being unique and being your own unique person, well, in this particular case, you guys might have to get comfortable with that aspect of the self, the authenticity, the truth of the self, and being your own selves to actually put that energy out there and then to eventually be seen and recognized for this. It's kind of like a chicken and the egg situation with the Leo energy. I find it's like you have to actually start to be recognized, but at the same time, it's like the Leo energy really looks for validation from the external sources, whether it's people, whether there's a crowd, whoever it is. And it's important to understand that everybody starts off at zero, unless you have some sort of connections. Maybe you're not going to start off at zero, but most people are going to start off at zero. So it's a struggle for the Leo energy to reconcile this, because it's like when they start and there's nobody there, there's nobody to confirm, okay, what it is that they are doing or to validate them for either being funny or silly or goofy, or in this case with the 11th house being unique and eccentric and all of these things. But it's like you have to push through sometimes that initial feeling, or sometimes do the placebo effect, like picture people there, and eventually as time goes on, the crowd will come, okay, is really what it is with the Leo energy. But the thing is, sometimes you just have to start. This is what I mean. It's like you have to start and you have to kind of push through that initial energy or fear. Everything is rooted in fear. I find like most shadow behaviors are rooted in some sort of fear, is really what it is. So that's the thing with this Leo energy in the 11th house. The area you guys are looking to be seen as anything that is related to or connected to that 11th house. You guys are looking for the recognition in this area. So these are a few things that can take place if you guys have Leo occupying your 11th house. If you guys have Leo occupying your 12th house, very interesting, because this could also relate to a 12th house sun energy as well. Leo in the 12th house is interesting because it's like a lot of your subconscious and unconscious is Leo, is really what it is. I find personally that people actually play out their 12th house more than their first house, at least until they get the awareness that this is taking place. It's just that a lot of the time when someone has something going on with their subconscious or unconscious, and by the way, my disclaimer always is I'm not a psychologist, just things that I have observed. It's like when you have the energy suppressed within you and you're not aware of it, and this energy doesn't have an outlet, it tends to go into the shadow of the energy first, is really what it is. So when you have Leo occupying your 12th house, it's like there is the desire line to be seen, because Leo wants to be seen, but the 12th house is hidden. So you guys are going to have to push through this energy of not wanting to be seen or being more comfortable with being hidden, because keep in mind, the desire line is there. With any of these Leo energies in this video that I have done so far, the desire line is there to be seen in that particular area. So for you guys, it's overall the desire line is to be seen, but it's like having Leo in the 12th, you guys might be used to either propping other people up on the either pedestal or putting them on the stage, or let's say you guys do a group project or something of that sort. You guys are usually okay or more comfortable with other people, let's say, presenting, but there's still the desire line that's kind of happening behind the scenes where you guys want to be seen, because it's like Leo in the 12th house, you kind of go into the shadow of Leo first, like I mentioned earlier. So what is the shadow of Leo? Fear of rejection is a big shadow of Leo. Sometimes ego, sometimes pride. So you guys are going to have to break free from all of these energies to actually eventually be seen when you guys have Leo in that 12th house. It's really interesting because, again, a lot of your subconscious and unconscious is Leo. So keep in mind, the desire line is there, okay? It's just more subconscious and it's more hidden, but you still have the desire line there, is really what it is. Now, in terms of subjects and topics for the 12th house that you guys might want to be seen for or recognized for, could be anything to do with, let's say, spirituality. It could be anything to do with the healing world, the metaphysical world, the creative world. It could be anything to do even with film, for example, or being on some sort of screen as well with that 12th house energy. It could be anything to do with, again, the creative field. So it could be music as well. Obviously, it depends on the rest of the energies in your natal charts to see how this could play out. But the desire line is there to be seen and to be recognized in this way. It could be maybe anything to do with the psychic world, okay, or metaphysical world, like I mentioned earlier. Maybe it's tarot. Maybe it is anything, okay, in this world. You guys are looking to be seen and recognized in this particular area. But keep in mind, it's extra hidden for you guys. So you guys have to work harder to actually pull the energy out. And not only that, you guys actually have to work on transmuting a lot of the Leo's shadows, like I mentioned earlier, to actually activate the Leo energy in the divine version. So another shadow for Leo, for example, could be like drama sometimes for them, or like they're kind of looking for the attention, but in like the shadow sense, is really what it is. So at the end of the day, all we can really have is awareness. And when you have the awareness, then you're able to transmute that energy within to kind of get to the ultimate end goal that anybody is really trying to get to. In this case, for you guys with Leo in the 12th, the end goal, or like perhaps the desire line, whatever way, shape, or form you guys want to look at it, is actually to be seen, but you guys have to work harder because it's hidden. I really, really hope that that makes sense. Now, the 12th house can also deal with foreign lands as well. So perhaps you guys are looking to be seen in this area as well. Maybe you guys like to travel, maybe you guys like to move around, and perhaps you guys are looking to be seen for these travels, for moving around. Maybe let's say in your chart, this manifests into someone who works in international relations, or let's say on some sort of international level for your work. Perhaps you guys are looking to be seen in this realm as well. So obviously it can manifest many different ways. It depends on the rest of the energies in your natal charts, but I'm sure you guys get the idea here for how you guys are looking to either be seen or recognized if you have Leo occupying that 12th house. So my dear friends, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I do hope you guys enjoyed my video on the area of life that you guys are looking to be seen or recognized in, and where you guys might fear rejection in this video. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.